It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. A chance tonight to see Jimmy Butler. Always a lot of talk about his defense, but Kenny, what makes him a cut above the rest in that area?
Oh, he has great footwork and lateral quickness for guys his size. You know, he's 6'5", 6'6". He has the ability to play inside, play outside, understands defensive positioning. Just a great all-around player.
How many times does Dr. O'Neal have to correct you non-grammar
Man, that was a big yawn
people?
Right there, you know?
I said, how many times does
I
Dr.
apologize.
O'Neal...
Excuse me for yawning
Why?
Before your thing.
Oh.
How many times does Dr. O'Neal have to correct you non-grammar speaking people?
Why? What's wrong?
It's feet work, not footwork. But
Oh,
anyway,
my gosh.
his reach helps him cover extra ground, and he can pressure guys without fouling. Great feet work.
How do you keep from yawning if you feel like you got to yawn? Is there a way to not yawn?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
Stop being around boring people.
Yep, too late for that. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber. Hall of Fame sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And we're happy to have with us one of the great two-way players in the history of the game, Kevin Garnett. KG, welcome.
Man, thank you.
How's that headset feel? Feel pretty good?
Man,
Like
this is
Hey,
I never knew, Kev. It's a great fit, bro.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Is this mine?
Yeah, it's yours, and you look good in it.
Thank you, bro.
And right now, the Rockets, they like to start this road trip off on a positive note. Big story is the return of Karl Anthony Towns from being injured.
Well, they had lost a lot off their fastball when he was on the sideline with that injury, guys. Things really started to unravel for them shortly after he got hurt, and they just couldn't piece it back together.
But that's what makes his return such a major development. Now, even if it takes him a while to get back into the flow, just having him out there gives this team a boost, right?
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. The KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, DA. Thank you. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? You know, are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot when you're supposed to be there? You know my bads. You know, all this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
Yeah. That sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things.
Yeah.
And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same velocity like you want to. It's frustrating.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Now here's Wiggins. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. In the corner, Harden. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Harden's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets. Pass to Gibson. Back to Teague. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw good, Teague.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Outside Anthony. Inside. Here's Paul. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. They get it back. Butler. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take it behind home, sit, you rest. Now you obviously as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, you're in it. And it turns over like an everyday, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine. But if you ask anybody to play with me, they seen my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
And Towns gets it to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
The three from Anthony. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Teague against Paul. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Butler. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Jimmy Butler.
And Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Now, here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
And, Kevin, you were drafted back in 1995, straight out of high school. You ever wonder how your career might have been different had you played some college basketball?
When I look at college, those are people that are going to, if not prepare themselves for something else. I was doing the same thing at a rapid rate, doing it through college.
Very accelerated rate.
Very accelerated rate. Where people was getting in 4 years, I was probably getting in 6 months, if not 3 months, and had to understand and articulate it. Then I got to block out. I got to understand what all that is and how finance and economics work and how it affects me. And now I got to strategize from when I'm going to do certain business moves throughout this whole season, and be able to talk to an owner and talk and negotiate and go back and forth within a certain timeline. This is all stuff that you don't get in a book. This is all on the ground. You got to learn it, and you got to have a passion for it. You can't sit back and let somebody do the job for you. You got to know what it is. But to be able to teach someone something is leap to me. So,
and it was a process, and you enjoyed the process, though, right? Because you're a sponge. You absorb so much as from a person watching you go through all this.
Kid, I'm a student.
Yeah.
And you know me. You've been knowing me since I was a kid. You saw my growth. You saw when I struggled. One thing about struggle, you always have a chance to do something about that. I like to think that in life you have a choice. You can, it's what you do and how you do it. And I've always wanted to be a person of quality. Always wanted to be a person of class. You know that. And I'm a professional, and I was taught that you don't get to pick and choose when you're a professional. And I like to think that I've learned through my mistakes, and I've applied the stuff that I've learned through my mistakes. Some of the things I'm teaching these young guys, some of the things I'm talking to these young guys about is just simple experiences and how I messed up. And if I can do it over, I would do it like this. And if I could talk to, my parents, and I have parents like your parents, I would sit down and I would say this. Relating to these young guys, understanding these young guys, understanding, period, says a lot for everything, bro. That's what I've learned through all of this.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's already a second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
Houston making a switch here. Nene's checked in. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Back to Gibson. It's rebounded by Houston.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though. His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And there's the pass to Teague. Left side, Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket tonight. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Charles Billups, these are all guys who kill O'Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
Man, listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. Great ones know what I'm talking about.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A free throw dropped for Butler. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dang comes in for Taj Gibson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Celtics. Baseline jumper, and he connects with the jumper. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
Does it get any better than that when Paul has the ball on the string? It's creative.
Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursued.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So when you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and they have full, they're engaged. They're talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and find it to be a lot more efficient.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Ball fires from way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rose passes to Towns, and there's the call on the name. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Deng's checked in. And Towns drops them both.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And Kevin, you think about the importance of veteran mentorship for young players looking back. Who provided that mentorship for you?
Sam Mitchell, Terry Porter, shout to Doug West, shout to J.R. Ryder, shout to Christian Layton. All these are my vets, both good and bad. I'm learning something from all these guys. Shout to Kevin McHale, shout to rest in peace to the great Flip Saunders. These are all my vets who helped me progress as a guy and as a player. More importantly, took me under their wing, taught me finances, taught me about life, taught me how to be a young man, taught me about being professional, learning this book of business when it came to basketball, because when it comes to lockouts and all that stuff, when you have to be able to talk and negotiate your own stuff, you got to know the rules and know what it is. A lot of people don't know that the league is 2/3 of council, and you got to stay above that and understand how this whole monster works. And then, if you want to be an elite, you got to dedicate yourself in the gym. You got to dedicate yourself in the business. If you're trying to be a brand of something, you have to do all these things. When you look at Jordan, you look at Kobe, you look at these brands out here. These, LeBron has a brand. KD has a brand. You have to invest in yourself to be able to, grow this. This is the elite. I'm not talking about average. I'm not talking about good. I'm not talking about great. This is the elite. These are people that's going to be on and people that you're going to remember, for years to come.
Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot on the plate, though.
True legendary.
Jones checked in for Butler. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Down low, powered down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Paul with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Paul against Deng. Paul finds Tucker. On the wing, Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 8. And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it, yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it from day one. He knew that we was going to be committed. We had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are, and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A., doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face, with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to share the ball on offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. I mean, to have that just like historically. Here's Paul following the score by Luol Deng. Left block shot on the way. And there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got 5 now.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Rose gets a wide open look. Timberwolves keep it alive. Deng kicks to Rose. Shoots over Tucker. Rose. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
And he dunks it down.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Pass to Jang. Left side, Jones. Stolen by Gordon. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones kicks to Rose. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Ennis, who's checked in for Gerald Green. James Ennis. Rockets trail by 6. Now Gordon. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Pass to Paul. Over Jones. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Now just a 4-point Minnesota lead. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
It's different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, obviously that was the game plan coming in. Be physical right off the rip.
They've got Jones. Deng out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Jang in at center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And you see the floor spacing that's in fashion these days in the league. Kevin, if you were just coming into the NBA right now, would you be more inclined to work on your three-point shot?
I think so. I think if you are a stretch 4, if you're a 3, or even if you're a 5 now, you have to be able to shoot the 3 consistently, whether it's in the corners or at the top. You have to be able to show that you can stick the 3 ball. I think a lot more small ball is going on now. I think a lot of teams have reverted to the Golden State speed and the pace up type of style now. If I was a rookie coming into the game, I would definitely have to have some confidence in shooting the 3 ball and some consistency in making it.
And he can't get the first one.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Not what you expect out of him. He was due to cool off a little, I guess.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harden's got 10.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as you receive the pass.
Outside Rose. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Deng with the rebound. Deng's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Harden against Jones. To the paint. Here's Tucker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Taj Gibson's checked in for Jang. Wiggins comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Teague for Derrick Rose. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Gordon. And he sinks the second. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Teague the pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Jones. Gibson dishes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Doesn't go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Houston. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Jones against Harden, and the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And stolen by Wiggins.
I love when guys are alert and aware on D. Great job to prevent the entry pass.
The pass to T. Jones finds Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins outside. Over Chris. The kick out to T. Wiggins up top, covered by Anthony. Another shot, and that one's good. Wiggins. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Ennis drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Butler. Good D by Harden.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Anthony kicks to Harden. Capella inside, defended by Gibson. Now here's Ennis. He's covered closely. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Teague. Defense right on him. The dish now to Butler. Kicks to Wiggins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Free throw good. Wiggins. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing here by 8. Harden the pass to Ennis. Back to Harden. Knocked loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Timberwolves.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts. Not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Now here's Wiggins. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Butler. Right through the D for the layup. Butler's got 14.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And a moment to check out Carmelo Anthony here. He's been more than solid over the last month. 6th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
His stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Butler up top. He's coming off a 37-point game against Boston.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight. Count
that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony. Teague feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Capella. To the inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the middle, it's stolen by Capella. Here is Harden. He had 40 points in the win against Chicago. Capella kicks to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Teague. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from James Harden. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. They get a hand on it. Passes it to Wiggins. And here is Teague, covered by Anthony. Teague against Harden. Teague can't hit. Rockets trail by 6. Takes a 3. The rebound by Gibson.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And slam dunk by Butler.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Rockets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now here's Ennis. Capella with it. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Minnesota leading by 6. Teague with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Three-pointer, Butler. Rockets with the rebound.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
Ennis misses. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rose, he's checked in for Teague. Houston also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Green comes in for Chris. And Paul subbed in for Ennis. Wiggins against Paul. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 17. Green against Gibson. Just 5 to shoot. Harden inside the three-point line. Misses off the right iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
Rose. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
The Timberwolves have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
The free throw dropped for Rose. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Gibson. And it's Dang in for Wiggins. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets trail by 9. And here is Paul. 8 points for him. The Rockets with another miss. Outside, Towns. Rose finds Jang. And here is Butler. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns, the pass to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Over Green. The shot comes out, and the Rockets take it the other way to the inside. Here's Anthony. That one a little long.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Anthony kicks to Nene. And stolen by Jang.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Gordon against Dang. And there's the pass to Rose. Outside Butler. Pass to Towns. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And how about a look at Jimmy Butler? Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 30 points, 2.5 steals, and 4 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Dang. Nene dishes to Paul. Inside, Towns with the steal. And we want to thank Kevin Garnett for joining us, giving us some perspective. KG, is always, great, and thank you. Giving us a lot to think about with your comments tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, Hall, man, I hope I was able to help, man. You know, thank you for letting me be part of it.
You took over the broadcast.
Not even, man. I'm learning.
You took over the broadcast.
I'm learning from the best, K. Keep doing it, man.
Love you, buddy.
My dude.
And Chris, one of the things that's really cool, getting to watch KG develop as a player and now develop as an analyst.
Well, it's fun. Having gone through the position where KG is, I know that it's not as an easy transition as he's making it look, but he has knowledge of the game. He is definitely one of the best defenders of our era. He's a winner, and so it's great to hear his insight anytime you can.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Chris Paul. 5 on the clock. Here's Dang. Excellent D there from Anthony. Rockets trail by 11. Green finds Anthony. Over Jang. Anthony can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Trying to get open is Jang. And there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Luol Deng.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Passes it to Anthony. Over Jang. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
The buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 11-point game. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2. One being Anthony Davis. In fact, he can get a shot. He's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a 3. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Taking a look at the Rockets. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. Clint Capella is out there with Chris, and it's Paul in at the point guard. And so Butler nails both of them. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Now here's Anthony. The fader. Paul's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wiggins drives in. The kick out to T. Outside Butler. Over Harden. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
And it's Butler missing.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters. An elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Now here's Teague. He has 5. Towns down low. Capella's there. Basket counts. And that's 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Poke loose. Outside Teague. Not going to go that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. Over Gibson. No good off the back of the rim.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
He's having a great night from the floor. And they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Rockets trail by 17. Harden outside. And they pick up 2.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Timberwolves leading by 15. T kicks to Wiggins. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Rockets trail by 17. Now a timeout called by Houston. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Harden. 3rd in assists, 10th in scoring, and how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Clock is at 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's 13 points for Chris Paul.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Teague kicks to Tolliver. Pass to Jones. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the inside. Tolliver with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The pass to Capella. Harden outside. And Jones pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's blocked. Harden against Jones. Harden outside.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Tucker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tucker's got 7 points. And Teague's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Rockets trail by 14. Now here's Paul. He's got 13. Harden with it. Jones covering. And it's Chris in the corner from the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Five to shoot. Fires, high post, and that's an air ball. Not even close.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Now, here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. Back to Paul. Out to Chris for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Towns. He's got 20. Back to Teague. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Teague's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going at one another.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Jones. Harden, no good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
He kicks it to Capella. Pass to Tucker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Rose comes in for Teague. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Green comes in for Marquise Chris. And Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul.
One shot.
Free throw good, Wiggins. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Here's Chang following the score by Houston, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Towns.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 8. Knocked loose. Taken away by Nene. Feeds it to Gordon. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw no good from Gordon. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. You think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeding up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Here's Wiggins. James Harden picking up that last basket. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. P.J. Tucker, C-Web, was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Jones looking for an opening. Rose uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 8 points.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Butler, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Rockets. Anthony's checked in. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Taj Gibson's checked in for Anthony Tolliver.
Taj Gibson.
Rose against Harden. Over Rose. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Wiggins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 17. Outside Gordon. From deep, Harden buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 24 points.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
Here's Wiggins, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In second, the Rockets. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
A good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the D.
Harden kicks to Green. Back to Harden. And he dunks it right over Jang. Oh, wow.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Back to Gibson. Butler on the wing. Over Gordon. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Rockets trail by 13. High post shot. Anthony can't hit.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Butler against Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Eric Gordon. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table, each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Poked away, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Jang. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here's Gibson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he ends up missing both free throws. Rockets trail by 16. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Gordon's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality look inside.
Harden against Rose. Butler on the way. Fades and shoots. That one drops for him. Butler's got 24 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other. Make plays. Get your spacing.
And defense obviously so important to Coach Thibodeau.
I mean, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. Fundamental basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Taj Gibson is out there with Jang, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Over Butler. And it's Gordon missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Green against Wiggins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 18. Harden outside. Back to Gordon. Fires for 3. Harden can't hit.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Outside Gordon. They grab their own miss. Anthony, no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall.
There you go, his first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down, maybe even get him going a little bit.
Rose kicks to Butler. Wiggins right side. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Wiggins has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Over in the corner, Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Butler against Gordon. Chang, high post. Passes it to Butler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts it up from 17, and they pick up 2.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Rose with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Gibson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. Back to Gibson. Chang with a clean look. Gibson goes up again, and he lays it up and in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside Anthony. Goes up from the top of the key. That one goes in. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
Inside and stolen by Gordon. Shoots it up. Anthony can't hit.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Butler. Fades away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Butler's got 26.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. You got to D him up better than that.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Rose.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Pulls up on the wing, and it's Butler missing. Rockets trail by 18. from 20 feet out. And that one's good, Anthony.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Now Rose. Kicks it to Wiggins. Back to Rose. Butler in the corner. 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's 28 points for Butler. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Anthony against Gibson. Shoots from the elbow. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Jang's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wiggins outside. Stolen by Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Free throw good, James Harden.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden, he's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns comes in for Gorgie Dang, and it's Teague in for Derrick Rose. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Marquise Chris comes in for Gerald Green. And Chris Paul subbed in for Eric Gordon.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. Like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway. It's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
The putback. Here's Capella, and the rejection by Towns. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
Now here's Teague. Wiggins outside, pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Teague inside the line. The Rockets pull it in.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Another miss by Houston. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. To the inside, Gibson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight. Rockets trail by 17. Paul kicks to Capella. Over Towns. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Butler feeling it out a bit. Outside Teague. And the 3 off target. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Paul for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
His jump shot, it's always been pretty lethal. I mean, great effort on D there, but Paul still gets it away clean.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Even though they're ahead, he said, hey, this lead isn't big enough. Not by a long shot. I don't want to sit back and play this one out. I still need some aggression. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And that one falls for Paul. And when you think about Melo's scoring back to the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch that you rarely see. He can go around you, through you, or shoot it right over you.
He hits both from the stripe.
He's a proven winner. I mean, it's easy to appreciate the skill set of Paul, a masterful shooter and a clever defender.
Now here's Teague. Dishes to Butler. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, man. Well, now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
Down low, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 16. Paul with the ball, picked up by Teague. Paul finds Capella. Harden outside, bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
Second three-pointer of the second half, 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
Wiggins passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. Wiggins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiggins has got 9 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Teague against Paul. Over Teague, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 20 points for Chris Paul.
You got to know, this is where Paul loves to score, confident from medium range.
Teague drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He doesn't get the second one.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Harden's shot is good.
Too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. So it's the Timberwolves now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead, and it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Towns. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Outside, Towns. Three-pointer, Butler. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
The lead now cut to single digits. And now that's 35 points for James Harden. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Teague. The pass to Towns. Shoots over Capella. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's Harden. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
And Harden is certainly used to finishing through the physical defense, demonstrating just how special a player like he truly is.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Houston making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. The Rockets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Harden the pass to Ennis. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
And the foul on Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jimmy Butler.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game. Houston now, time running out. The feed to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Butler against Harden. Puts it up from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 7.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. You're putting in that effort, but then walking away without that W.
Now here's Teague. Harden missing his last shot. Outside Teague. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Dang comes in for Taj Gibson. And Jones subbed in for Wiggins. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for James Harden. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Knight subbed in for Paul. Free throw good. Teague. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 10. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Green with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Pass to Tucker. He kicks it to Knight. That's tipped. Green against Teague. Jones for three. No good that time. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.